Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Not Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to help me add yet another card to my unlimited set. We had a look at this set last week, and we've added a dual land, actually. We've added this beautiful scrubland here. You might have seen the video. If you have not, I will link to the video adding the scrubland at the end. Scrubland at the end of this video, and you can check it out because I'm flipping through the whole binder. I'm not gonna plan to flip through the whole binder again today, but we're gonna add another card. Last time I counted, I was missing 11 cards. I miss a life lace here. Yeah, stupid card to miss. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the volcanic island is 11. So we're going to add another card to the unlimited collection today. And it is a bit of a weird card. We're going to have a look at it right away, folks. It is an illusionary mask. And I think the illusionary mask kind of is a weird card. Amy Weber artwork looks really cool. I wanted to say the really twice, not the looks. And it is a card that only costs 2. It is a poly artifact. That means you can only use it once. And it says you can summon a creature face down, so opponent doesn't know what it is. The X cost can be any amount of mana, even 0. It serves to hide the true casting cost of the creature, which you still have to spend. As soon as a face-down creature receives damage, deals damage, or is tapped, you must turn it face up. So you pay X, which is the casting cost of the creature. You put the creature down, face down, face down on the table, and as soon as you do damage with it, or as soon as it receives damage, then it is, turned face up, and then it is revealed what it is. I mean, people might guess from the casting cost what the creature might be, but still, it is kind of a cool idea. Poly artifact means normally with the X and the no tap symbol. Back in the day, or now, you would interpret it as if this artifact can be, or if that effect could be done like multiple times, but poly artifact means you can only do it once. Yeah, folks, these cards back in the day, interesting cards. Look at the nice artwork here. I think it's very cool. Interesting cards to have, interesting cards to play. And this is actually one of those cards. I bought it in very good condition. One of those cards that is kind of expensive because it is on the reserve list. Little wear around the edges here. But just a little. That nick here is the biggest flaw the card has. Front looks pretty much near mint. Again, my set definitely is not near mint. It's light played and up, and I love it that way because these cards have history, so that's cool. But these kind of weird cards are actually very interesting in my humble opinion. Because, yeah, you could still play this today somehow and make the game interesting by hiding what you are playing. So yeah, I'm happy to add this card. And these kind of cards, as they are on the reserve list, as they never have been reprinted, as these are weird cards, are about $100. So yeah, there are a few more of these in here, which are a little more expensive. And let's switch on the screen again so we get a little more light. Like the force field is a couple of $100. The gauntlet is even a little more. If you want to have it in nice condition, it's about $400 or $500. Force field maybe $200, $300, $400, depending on condition. Chaos Orb, of course, is around $1,000 in good condition. Black Lotus, don't even mention it. Even a nice condition Icy Manipulator is about $100. So yeah, or maybe even more. So these kind of cards, these kind of rares, especially if they are on the reserve list, are kind of expensive. Ankh of Mishra has been reprinted. Still, these kind of rares are expensive cards. Helm of Katsuk, for example, is a rare as well, but that's about $15, $20. But yeah, depends, folks. It depends. I like the illusionary mask. What I wanted to say, and maybe a little bit of story time, just a couple of minutes. at the end of this video. We're only 5 minutes in, but it's not going to be a super long video. Last time when I added the dual land, I told you that I was a bit struggling with my collection, and I told that in videos before. I didn't know what to buy. I didn't know if I want to continue with the collection, and of course I want to continue with it, but yeah, I didn't know if I want to spend a lot of money on like dual lands, and although these are the last ones missing, I was a bit doubtful. I was a bit like, Magic the Gathering isn't really used to be anymore. And you know, I'm even playing like with sets like Spider-Man or Takir even with my friends, Spider-Man with my kid. It is what it is. It doesn't have to stay only this. Therefore, I got Sorcery. That is okay. Sorcery is a nice old school, good looking TCG. And this look won't come back, and that's okay. But still, I love these cards, and I had to sell a few cards over the years, and even like Power 9 and Black Lotuses and Moxes, and I'm happy I still got a couple left, and I hope to complete this set. But where I want to go is that after I added the dual land last time, I somehow was like, yeah, I still enjoy this a lot. I still enjoy adding cards to this set. I still enjoy looking at unlimited cards. Maybe even after I completed the set, complete a couple of more playsets of cards I love. Because as you know, in the back here, I do have like a couple of playsets. Because yeah, as I have 3 cards here, the other card missing for the playset, of course, is in the front of the binder. But I'm enjoying this. So what am I doing? And where I want to go with this is that recently, over the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, people, of course, have said that MTG 30 ruined Magic the Gathering, and I hated MTG 30, no worries. I really hated it, didn't buy anything for quite a while, until Cynthia Williams was fired. So yeah, I was quite strong in my opinion about it. One of the few people who really spoke out against it. I think a lot of us did in the end, but and people voted with their wallet. So I think everybody was against for one reason or another. Some people hated it because it reprinted the reserve list. Some people hated it because it was too expensive, but they would have accepted it if it would have been cheaper. Doesn't matter. We all hated it. Let's agree on that. And after I added that card, after that MTG 30 disaster, people were really like stopping playing Magic the Gathering. And it was the same with Spider-Man. Somehow that was like a final blow to some of the old school players. A couple of friends and a couple of people I know who had cards for a very long time stopped when Spider-Man came out. I don't really get that, honestly. Again, I hated the expression by the PR guy when he was asked about the many products, and he said you only have to engage with the products you want to engage with. On the other hand, you don't have to play Spider-Man to enjoy the old cards, you know? It doesn't mean you don't have to like Avatar to enjoy vintage Magic the Gathering. This won't change. This is a piece of Magic the Gathering history that is the basis for the foundation we have now. And if I see how happy my kid is with Avatar and Spider-Man, I understand their decision. And for a lot of people that might be a bit difficult to understand if you don't have kids or people that engage with the newer sets or IPs directly. I understand. I get it. I don't want to play Black Lotus and then a Spider-Man. I don't want to do that. But that still doesn't take away from the fact that I can build an Avatar, very German, sorry, an Avatar deck or a Spider-Man deck and just play with my kid and enjoy the game. And I still can open this binder and I can enjoy it as well. It is a bit of a difficult story. So after I added the dual land last time, I really was like, hey, this was nice. I don't wanna miss this. And I got the Illusionary Mask. And for $100, I mean, a lot of money still, and my money is very tight at the moment, but for $100, I came across it, And I was like, yeah, I can now buy, I don't know, a PlayStation 5 game or whatever. I can buy this. And I bought this. And I'm happy with it. And we're going to add it to the collection now. And that's only 10 cards to go in the set. So that's crazy, folks. Last thing I want to say. Again, I don't want to make this too long. If you are not enjoying this anymore, and believe me, I have lost cards along the way. I had to sell because I needed money. And life happened. And I had a lot of Beta Power 9. I even had multiple Black Lotuses. Beta, Unlimited. Better quality than this one. It's quite nice. It's not a bad Lotus. I'm happy with it. As you can see, the top is a bit dirty. For the rest, it looks pretty good. I would say it's like, yeah, light plate. Because it's a little rough around the edges. For the rest, the surface looks good. And on top here you see some wear, and that you see on the front a little bit as well. But for the rest, it's a nice Lotus, so I'm not unhappy with this. But I had like mint condition Lotuses and even better ones. And I had to sell them. And I always made money, even like in the 90s and beginning of 2000s when they were like 200, 300 bucks. I made money with it. You know, it is okay. If we ever would have known, we all would have bought Apple stock. And I'm happy that I got a complete set of Power 9 in here. So, all good. But what I wanted to say is, if for any reason you don't like this anymore, close the binder, get the cards out of the binder, put them in a secure deck box, and put it on a shelf for a while. Maybe a year. That's what I did with the Unlimited set. You have seen the last videos were like quite a while ago when I added cards. Because I was like a bit like, nah. Not into it that much anymore. If I would have sold it back then, I would regret it immensely. Because I still love these cards. And again, I don't want to sell it. But if for any stupid reason I would have said, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't want to play Magic the Gathering anymore. And now it's the final time. I would really regret it. So take time with your decisions. If you want to stop, stop. All good. Fair enough. But if you still have some sentimental value, if you don't need the money right away, put this binder on the shelf, or put your deck box with your old deck, with your vintage deck on the shelf. Just close it up and revisit it a couple of weeks from now, a couple of months from now, maybe even a couple of years from now. These cards will only go up in value. No worries. This will never be worth nothing, unless the world like fades away. But as long as Wizards of the Coast is making Magic the Gathering cards, as long as that, even old cards will hold value. And they won't reprint it anymore. I strongly believe that. The disaster was too enormous. They don't have anything to gain from it, short term, but no long term. So I guess they will now stay away from reprinting the reserve list. You never know, but for now, I'm pretty sure they will. And I don't consider the 30th anniversary edition a valid edition like these original cards. That's what I wanted to say, folks. 13 minutes, fair enough. I enjoy adding cards to my vintage collection again. And I see you guys enjoy me adding these cards, seeing me adding these cards. Because I get a lot of positive comments about it. I don't do it because you guys are watching it. I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and I'm happy you enjoy it as well and watch it. That's always how I approach this channel. I do what I like, and if somebody else likes it as well and wants to watch it, all good. So stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. I hope you get my point. I talk to you next time. Thanks a lot for listening. Bye-bye.